Opening act, opening act, pain in the ass, we all know that. Go get a drink, don't hurry back, you'll only be missing this opening act. Got your ticket paid a pretty price. Show starts at 8:30 sharp tonight. An evening with Hot Rize will do. But if you're a little bit late, there's no way you can lose. 'Cause there's an opening act, pain in the air. We all know that. Go have a smoke. If you're into that, you'll only be missing this. Opening act scats. Don't gripe at your man 'cause he's making you late. Don't bemoan your wife, don't bemoan your date. You still got a few minutes to spare, so look in that mirror and straighten that hair. 'Cause I'm the opening. True story. Well, I'd like to start out by telling you a little something about myself, and I really can't think of anything to say. I'm just kidding. My name's Todd. Nice place. Lots of politics swirling around Parkersburg, West Virginia here lately, and it's Parkersburg, right on. It's good to get out on the road and away from that political town. Baby, don't you know how hard I need to let you go, but once a week I seem to need your fix. Kind of fixin's like a wrench in the works, and it keeps my nuts and bolts in a mix. I'm up to my neck every day of every week, hoping at the end of them we don't mess up and meet up again. Friday rolls around, I'm back in your town, trying to stop myself from hunting you down. I knew this would be a blue, blue Monday since I hooked up with you last Friday night. I knew this would be a blue Monday. I got a lot to do. If I could just clear my head of thoughts of how I'd not do you. We both have bad intention of the sort we shouldn't mention, and we think until our faces turn blue. Did I ever say how good you look in blue? Funny how beauty brings us back to some ugly truth. As Friday rolls around, I'm back in your town, trying to stop myself from hunting you down. I knew this would be a blue Monday since I hooked up with you last Friday night. Todd. All right. I deny my anger and I'm barking with depression, but still I can't accept it. We're through. It seems our love died, but our body's denied, and we keep up all the bad old moves. So when you find me in your final resting place, don't bring me pretty flowers and leave them on my lonesome old grave. Send a donation to some organization helping one-track minds behave. I knew this would be a blue Monday since I hooked up with you last Friday night. I knew this would be a blue Monday. Or Blue Monday. Hey! Why, thanks. These are some. I'm doing some songs that are off of a recording called "Building Characters." I kind of made up some characters, and one person has that CD. Thanks, Mom. And anyway, these are characters I kind of imagined being, and this one sounds exactly like this on a night just like this one. My name is Joseph, and my friends all call me Joe. But you believers, you may know me as the daddy of your Lord, but not the father of his flesh, or the father of his soul. 'Cause when it comes to those, our Holy Father claims them as his own. I've had a humble life since the day Jacob begat me, and forever I've been told that Abraham begat our family tree. It grew out many branches, 14 generations times 3. Then it was up to me to start another branch. I'm sure you see. So I hooked up with Mary, and we wed right away. I never laid a hand on her, I swear. I never laid a hand on her, I swear. So what's a man to do as he has a wife with child? And he knows all that I knew, and all I know you all know now too. So we decided to run away instead of hang our heads in shame. But an angel said to stay and rejoice in this newborn king and embrace his name. Now when I pray to God, I pray to my baby son. I say, please, baby Jesus, give me strength to believe what that angel told me in my sleep, and I'll do the very best I can. But I'm just a mortal man, you see. And at times I wake up late, haunted by this doubt I keep about your dear mother, for she's mortal too. I never laid a hand on her, I swear. I never laid a hand on her, I swear. I never laid a hand on her, I swear. Sorry about that. So I'm just up here drinking from a sippy cup. I'm a folk singer who's not trying to pick up women, you can tell. I have a plan here. Okay. This is a song about this. This is also off Building Characters. And by the way, I should mention, just for the sake of my financial gain, that the CDs are available here tonight. No pushing or shoving. And this Building Character CD. And recorded in Tim O'Brien's living room. And Tim plays on the thing. And there's another CD he produced for me back in 2008 over there. I might do a song off that if I have time. There's very little time. I can't do them all, folks. I need to get the right horn section. This is a song about a guy who freaked out when his Jesus nightlight went out, and he went out and bought one for every receptacle in the house. I know you can relate. Once I was sleeping deep into the night, I opened up both my lids, something didn't seem quite right. Oh, the light got too low. Needed someone to tell me, where'd my Jesus nightlight go? Once I was certain I had seen the Lord. He'd ease into my home, didn't need a key for the door. Oh, the light got too low. I needed someone to tell me, where'd my Jesus nightlight go? Where'd it go? These were some dark days and I couldn't ignore the light that should stay lit from now on and more. I knew some bookstores had them, big lots had them too, flea markets all around had them new and had them used. I bought them by the bushel, I bought them by the pound. I bought two for every receptacle, I had a few just laying around. Then the light was bright, bright as could be. It was blinding me in my kitchen while I was trying to drink my tea. I couldn't see my wife, I couldn't see my dog, I couldn't see the TV, the floor, the door, the walls. I couldn't see this guitar, I couldn't see this song. My house was so hot, I didn't need to throw on a log all winter long. Somebody asked me what was I thinking. I said, Christ, I got him in my eyes all day. I got him in my eyes all night. I got Jesus in my cereal. I got the Son of God in my man-witch. I got a power bill so powerful I need to get a second job digging a ditch. Dig this. God Almighty, I could see his light. Son of God, alrighty. It was taking every bit of my mighty. So I said, dear Lord, I've got to talk to you. I've kind of overdone your son right here in my living room. I got a plug in my kitchen, in my rooms, even with my bed. I got my life all crazy, seeing so much likeness of you in my head. Everything got quiet, everything got still. I thought God thought I'd overstepped and tripped on his mansion on the hill. I started to shake, thinking about my fate. I got the nerve to speak again, but it was a bit too late. Then came a strong lightning crashing through, and I cried like this for a night or two. You can cry along, okay? Here we go. I needed someone to tell me, where'd my Jesus night light go? Where'd it go? Then came a deep voice. It came from up above. Sounded a bit spooky, but it held a good kind of love. He said, you gotta like this likeness of an image of me. Wait a minute. I don't have a band or anything. I can do that line better. You gotta like this likeness of an image of me. There it is. But 10 for every room. Thank you. Make any mortal man crazy. So now when I walk through the valley with a shadow to get me a midnight snack, I know the chances are I won't fall and break my back. Where'd my Jesus nightlight go? I'd like to talk about my dog now. We had this Weimaraner. You know then. Weimaraners, they're like a spazzy beast. They're always looking for a bird. You know, it's a German bird dog. And my wife and I, we had this debate. The dog before that, his name was Floyd. And the show must go on. After the barber, because he would fumble with his tie and interrupt himself a lot. And anyway, we had when Floyd passed away and we were getting ready to get this Weimaraner, my wife, she said, we're not going to name the dog after a television character. And so I started thinking, damn, I had some ideas, but then I said, how about Roger? And she said, we're not going to name our dog after Roger Miller. And I said, oh, gosh, Miller is a great name for a dog, And those are still out there. And if you name your dog Roger or Miller, send me a note or something. We landed on Luigi. I thought that's really cool. Italian name, German bird dog, and we But Luigi's too. You hear Luigi, it's just too long. So like dog, you had to shorten that. So we called him Lou. So when I would call him for dinner and fill his bowl, hey Lou. So I got my Mary Tyler Moore in there. See how that works? But we had a friend who had a couple Doberman pincers, and she was sick. Not in the head. She was with child, and her doctor said she needed bed rest, and she asked if we could watch the Doberman Pincer pups for a while. And we said we could. She assured us they were house trained. She didn't tell us which house. And after they left, we looked at Luigi with a little more love. Our friend's pup just threw up in the kitchen by the door. That bad boy sure ain't good, with his number 2 falling on my floor. Who knew that you? Who knew? Who knew that you were the good dog? 'Cause when I whistle, you do come at a steady pace, and no matter where from, and you sit there so politely and wag your tail while I strum, and I think, who knew that you? Who knew? Who knew that you were the good dog? I didn't know, now I do. The bone I found underground was not in your lost and found. Took me 6 years to get a clue, but for you it seems like 42. Who knew that you? Who knew? Who knew that you were the good dog? Hey boy, hey boy, hey boy, hey boy. Song's really over. I just like doing this. Good dog. So this is a song. This is a song I wrote for Lou. He passed away on the first day of spring. And this goes like this. It's the first day of spring, so why is it so damn cold? I need to sneeze, need to release the last of a winter that has made me feel 2 whole years older. Maybe this year, when and if the snow clears, I'll start going to church. God knows it's been years, but it's all his fault, for no sane man would drive to congregate in this frozen, screwed up mess. On this first day of spring, why is it so damn cold? I need to sneeze, need to release the last of winter that has made me feel 2 whole years older. Our good dog is gone. He was old and could not pass through one more season like the last one. But the cold still sticks around, kicking me in my happy. I suppose I'm just sad about this man's best friend's ending. On this first day of spring, why is it so damn cold? Maybe we all need to be brought to our knees to be thankful for what this new spring will eventually bring. Well, thank you. Well, I had many people beg me to play a cowboy song, so I guess I'll do one. I'm really excited to see Hot Rize. How about you? I'd like to thank them for having me, and what a beautiful place. Everybody's here, Daniel and everybody here at the Hamilton. What a great place you have. Come all you old-time cowboys and listen to my song. I assure you won't grow weary, as I won't detain you long. Concerning some wild cowboys who did agree to go and spend the summer pleasant on the range of the buffalo. I found myself in Griffin in 1883 when a man by the name of Craigo came walking up to me. He said, "How do you do, young fella? How would you like to go and spend the summer pleasant on the range of the buffalo?" Well, me being out of work right then, to the drover I did say, heading out on the buffalo range depends upon the pay. And if you pay good wages and transportation to and fro, I think I might go with you on the range of the buffalo. Well, of course I pay good wages and transportation too. If you agree to work with me until the season's through. But if you do get homesick and try to run away, you'll surely lose your life and your family will never see your pay. Well, with all that flattering talking, he signed up quite a crew. Some 10 or 12 in number, able-bodied through and through. And our trip, it was a pleasant one, all through New Mexico, until we crossed the Pease River on the range of the buffalo. It was there our pleasures ended and our troubles all begun. The lightning striking on us made the cattle run. We got all full of stickers from the cactus that did grow. And the bandits waited to pick us off on the range of the buffalo. Well, the working season ended, but the drover did not pay. He said, "You drank up all your money, boys, and you're all in debt to me." But us cowboys never cared for his corrupt, bankrupt tone. So we left that bastard's bones to bleach on the range of the buffalo. Well, thank you so much. Can we, my wife has a thing about encores, and, you know, opening acts don't get encores anyway, but just let's just pretend that was my last song. Thanks. Jeez, I didn't expect that. I could have been tuning while that was happening. So over there, you can meet my beautiful road manager wife, Lisa, over there at the retail table. Those people applauding know her. There's a CD over there called Distraction Pact. When I wrote it, I was thinking Willie Nelson's you know, his concept album, and what was it called? The Red-Headed Stranger meets Pink Floyd's The Wall. Nothing really came of that. I was struggling over what kind of character I could write about, and I couldn't really think of anything good, and I worked on it for a long time, and then struggled with it, wore everybody out talking about it, just kind of like now. And I finally land on the character of Distraction Pact. It could be a middle-aged songwriter who was so wrapped up in his craft that he lost his wife and kids, and then he went to online dating, and failed at that miserably. Became an alcoholic and self-medicated. Then he goes through an intervention in rehab, and all of that on Distraction Pact you can get tonight. For it only takes 40 minutes for him to go through all that. But, I'm going to do the middle-age crisis. Leave you with this. Thanks a lot, everybody. Well, I know I was getting too slick there. Oh, that would have been bad. I was distracted with my story. By my story. I'm as young as I'll ever be, so take a good look at me. Kiss me hard with a bit of tongue. I'm as young as I'll ever be. I'm as fresh as I'll ever get, and if you blink, you'll miss it, I bet. Let's hook up before I lose my look. I'm as fresh as I'll ever get. I'm as clean as I'll ever be. I brought new shoes to this hootenanny. I brushed my head, I brushed my teeth. I'm as clean as I'll ever be. Come on, baby, make me squeak. Bring the dirty over to me. We'll roll around and act all free. Come on, baby. Make me squeak. To be as old as I can be. As old as I can be. That's the goal for me, to be as old as I can be. Am I as smart as I'll ever get? I never was much brainy. In school they tried to learn me, but I was drunk as I could be. And when I try to stand, I just fall down, you see. The problem was always had to get up and take a pee. Ain't that the drunkard's irony? To be as old as I can be. As old as I can be. That's the goal for me, to be as old as wagon. I'm older now than I was when I started this song, because it's taken a minute or three, ripped off a little bit of life from you and me. I guess I've done my best to say, don't want to live my whole life in one day. I'll spread it thin, then begin again, and be as old as I can be, as old as I can be. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Hot Rize.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Todd Burge. As he mentioned, he has a few titles for sale to the left of the stage underneath our merch man, Bob Dylan. There's also some Hot Rize merchandise. Head on over there, check out the wares for sale. Grab yourself another drink, because Hot Rize is coming up next.
If he says yes, come back and tell me. If he says no,